Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Scotty Senior here. What have we got here? This one looks like it could be a spanking for us because Key's in the room, Zachar's in the room, Ollie's in the room. Again, I don't have a memory of this one as I'm sitting here about to watch it, so I can only assume it didn't go good for us, because if it had went good for us in this room, we surely would have remembered that stuff. Thought to myself at the start of the week that this would have been the race that I raced the most and had the most fun in. Turns out I actually only had maybe 4 or 5 goals at this one. It was out of the same week as the Alice. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Alice track, and we ended up having a lot of fun on that track. It was a beautiful track to drive on. But yeah, we did think this will be at the start of the week when we did have a few goes on it. Tricky cars, these to drive. Very, very enjoyable cars to drive. A lot of feel as you're driving them. A lot of throttle and braking feel compared to other cars. Very hard to keep Colin McRae inside you in these ones. Oh, we're looking behind us there. We near set ourselves there. Seen that quick adjust of the steering. I believe in the race we might have looked behind us there. That's what that looked like. And then we looked in front and we were headed off the track. Almost an underpant department incident, no doubt. Do we get enough of a run to get past you as well, sir? We do. Hello. I can't remember a strategy in this one. I don't think I remember having to pit. We shall see if I'm wrong. 10th place at the moment. Big number 18 on the door. So anywhere in the top 18. And I guess we're improving. As long as we don't pick up any penalties or anything. I believe it was the very poor penalty system at this point. This would have been early on in the week, and then they did an update, and over the weekend I had a lot more fun with the new penalty system that whatever they did. There still has its faults, but it was a big improvement on where they were. Maybe the two love us after all, who knows. I was starting to think that they were just wanting to drop me off here with the worst penalty system and worst set of glitches ever in the history of the game. Right before they said cheerio, we're off to PlayStation 5. Have fun on your PlayStation 4. But no, hopefully I'd be happy if they leave this penalty system in and don't play with it anymore. From what I've seen, I've had about a week. By the time this video comes out, like, it'll be much further on and probably back to an absolutely ridiculous penalty system. Who knows? But at the moment, I don't mind it. It's still going to, get it wrong every now and again. We take a big lift there, scared to go around there side by side with him. We're down to 11th to see get around us as well. We're there, sir, we're there. Did you not see us? The sexiest car on the track, a big bright grade one on your right hand side. No silly penalties handed out, but and on we go. Not a lot of damage done really, and a bit of the pressure is off that ass area, because we all know pressure on the ass area, we know what it does, but don't need to keep saying it. Or maybe we'll say it a wee bit more politer, it'll make you poop your pants. And we don't like that situation at all. It slows me down. I need to learn to and I will, the more lobbies that you're in with fast guys, there's a lot more awareness in those races all round. In fact, they may well be driving with me, worrying that it's my awareness because my speed is not up with theirs. And they'll be thinking, oh, he's driving a bit slow, a bit early on the brakes there, so he is. 11th at the moment. And we'll jump outside as we go for a small skip as the pressure starts to mount. I would say they're almost in the slipstream now, and now they're definitely in the slipstream. Let's hop on board. We'll keep an eye on Dougie behind us. I think, you know, we have perhaps just saved this because, oh Dougie, why? Let me look at that again, sir. We actually lift off. We see that Dougie has a run on us. As soon as he sticks his nose out, we lift off. Just going to hand that over. Let's look at it from Dougie's point of view, because he might just have dropped a wee wheel on the grass there, you know, which sent him over to us. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm sorry, Dougie. That calls for a Dirty Dog award. Dougie was a dirty dog of this race. At the moment. We've been lucky, but it could have been a lot worse. We could have been out with a picnic table or the sand, building ourselves a few sandcastles. Oh, nah, I can't look behind me because we've changed. But we do have someone on our ass. We'll stay on board him. My goodness, look at how sexy that car looks from here. He must be distracted. He must want past us as ASAP. I'm sorry, sir, and then now it's distracting him even more now as he gets a wee glimpse of the side of it. I think we'll let him have it. Yep, we'll lift early as soon as he shows us his nose. Back on board with ourselves. Choosing not to have a race yet again. And surviving it. We jump out. Is there a prizer behind us, or is there a nice big gap? There seems to be a lovely big gap behind us now. A small skip as and when we can. If we see any change in position or notice anything, we will have a look at it. We're just dropping back. We did not have the pace. I think this might have been a race saved solely because of the famous people who turned up that day. And there was a pit stop. There we go. We told you that there probably wasn't going to be a pit stop. We were wrong, ladies and gentlemen. You get to see the pit crew doing their fabulous work again. Did this shit just turn out to be? Let's not get lost. It's kind of looking that way at the moment. We're on 13th. Just Dio behind us and Evo Ronnie. And there's another couple on behind there. And we're number 18, so we'll still be improving. We haven't picked up any silly penalties or anything. Well, back on board and continue with the skip. I really do suspect, even though we're this far behind the likes of Ala and Key, there's a good chance we were still yelling and shouting during this race. Hello! It's nice to meet you. It's me, Scully Senior. It's a pleasure being in your lobby. But they'll not have heard a word we've said. We've been talking to ourselves, and again we're dropping back. We just not got the pace. early on in the week, and these cars are definitely a challenge for us. Cole, can we get out in front of him and get... Oh, he's mistimed. He's had himself a set of 30 tires. It's went all wrong. We usually spin again. Do we not want to spin again? You sure? We don't usually just crash once. Oh! Oh! What did we do there? A steering failure. Something has went wrong there. I'm not sure what it was. No memory of that one. But for sure, this one, very good cause. I'm glad we didn't remember this one. For sure. I like to pretend these ones don't happen. Early on in the week, only dipped our toes in 4 or 5 times in this race. Very, very hard. The first corner, the most difficult for me. But still, a shitload of fun on a second account. Highly recommend if you're not doing these races because you're fed up with the penalty system and you're angry with people taking you out and stuff. It can get frustrating. A second account works out an absolute treat, gentlemen. I can confirm we wanted one for a long time, and from I've got it, it's great being able to jump in there and practice. It would be very helpful to help you with your main account if you were into your daily races. Your first 2 or 3 days of the week would be spent in your second account, learning how the races go down, getting your speed up, and then once you're up to speed, then bounce into your main account, and that would definitely be a big help, I would imagine. Why the hell would it not be? Onwards with the skip, because we are looking pretty lonely here in 14th position. Again, we'll try to pass a bit of time by looking at the Sexy Library Award winner. Unfortunately, he was down in 14th that day. He didn't really turn up. And there's a threat. This guy wants our 14th position. Mr. Brackus, I'm telling you, I think he sees us in the distance and he's thinking, come here, I fancy myself a top 14. Last lap. Do I hang on to the top 14? Oh, look at that, Mr. Cole with the donuts for the fans. Up to 13th position. Can we hang on to 13th? Do we even want 13th? Unlucky 13. Are we superstitious? I don't know. I don't think we'd be superstitious enough to hand over a 13th position. Onwards, couple of skips. He's getting there. He's getting within lunging. He's getting within lunging range. Is he going to send it? Have the team given permission for the full send? It doesn't look like it. He has settled down in the end. It was the top 13. Was there anything for the fans? No, not today. There was a car too close to us. We might have damaged his paintwork. Catch us next time.